Have you ever noticed that every year on the 3rd of January, everyone promises themselves that we'll get a fit in the coming year? How many of those people do actually go with their plans? Very this very difficult, almost impossible. But it has to be that way. Let me give you a couple of tips to help you start it. And it continue or it's this journey. First, each promise is a routine to you. If you consider yourself a morning person, then get up earlier 10 year girl, usual, and exercise. If you're a night owl, you can try working out then you get home from work. If you are lucky and work your work from home, you can squeeze a short workout during your lunch break. You really only miss about 30 to 60 minutes of exercise 4 to 6 times a week, and even a short brisk walk is plenty of your body to start benefiting. My next tip is to plan out your healthy meals. If you get time to cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner for yourself, you can do a few different things. The first thing you can do is something called is prepping or breakfast. A meal ahead of time. Easy. By stemming a smallest later. There are usually thousands that are different herbs that's needed. Of course, you can move. Another huge part for staying fit to spend is the plenty. Many people forget is sleep and telling your health for your mental health to your waistline. So every night make sure get rest, please sleep, dark room, and turn that off to tower body product. The first way coming on technology and Stardust 3. Lastly,
drink plenty of water.
drink plenty of water.
Water is the most important
Water is the most important
thing
thing our bodies
need.
need.
So don't deprive yourself.
So don't deprive yourself.
Water not only keeps headaches at bay, but it also keeps your skin glowing, helps your nails and hair grow strong,
and keep your energy
levels
up
throughout the day.
your waste days.
There's not much that water
There is not less than water doesn't help.
Be sure to drink
So be sure to drink at once during the day, but 2 is better. So
those are just a few
are just a tip.
simple tips to
Get and stay
and healthy this year.
this and healthy that year.
Health is a marathon,
Health is the marathon,
not a sprint.
not a sprint.
So take your time and
So take your time in it.
enjoy the process.
Join us your process.
Your body will,
Our body will,
for sure.
for sure.
Have
You ever noticed
noticed that
this?
that
That
every year
every year
on the 1st of January,
on the 1st of January,
everyone promises themselves
everyone promises themselves
that they will get fit
that they will get fit
in the coming year.
in the coming year.
How many of those people actually follow
How many people also went
through with their
plan?
Getting fit sounds really difficult,
Very gets out really difficult,
almost impossible.
almost impossible,
It doesn't have to be that.
but it doesn't have to be that. Way.
Let me give you a couple of tips to
Let
help
me give you a
start
couple of
and
tips and start.
continue
Is continue
your fitness journey.
your fitness journey.
First, it's important to
First, it's important
create a routine for yourself.
to create in your team and yourself.
If you consider yourself a
If you consider yourself
morning person, then get up a little
or in person or get up in person
earlier
or
than
earlier
usual
in the usual
and exercise.
and exercise.
If you're a night owl,
If you're a night owl,
you can try working out when you get home from work.
you can try working out when you get home from work.
If you're lucky enough to work from home,
If you are looking
you
to
can
look for home,
squeeze a short
you can create a short
workout in
activity
during your lunch break.
during your lunch break.
You really only need about 30 to
You need only 30 about
60 minutes of exercise.
60 minutes of exercise.
4 to 6 times a week.
4 to 6 times a week.
Short, brisk walk
In
is
brisk
plenty
walk
for
and
your
plenty
body
of your
to
body.
start benefiting.
Start benefiting.
My next tip is to
My next step is to
plan out your healthy meal.
plan out is your healthy needs.
If you don't have time to cook breakfast,
If you don't have time to cook breakfast,
lunch, and dinner for yourself,
lunch and
you
dinner
can
for
do
yourself,
a few different things. The first thing you can do is
the first thing you can do is
something called
something
meal
called
prepping.
your
You're
prepping.
preparing your meals ahead of time.
Ahead of
Many
time.
people do this on
Many
Sunday
people
when
do
they
it
have
on
a
Sunday.
little extra time.
When you are people that sometimes
I'm at home.
at home,
They cook meals for the week,
they cook meal for the week,
package them into small
pass them into small
containers,
containers
and eat them throughout the week.
and eat them for throughout the week.
Another way to eat a little healthier
Another way to eat a little healthier
is to order pre-made meals from
is
companies
order
that
place
deliver
meal
them to
meals
you.
to product
They're
meals.
usually frozen.
They are usually frozen.
Then you heat them up as needed.
Then you
Of
season
course,
up.
you can cook your own meals
Of course, you can cook your meal
daily too, if
daily
you prefer
too,
fresh food.
if you prefer to fresh food.
But know that it will take a little more
But
effort than
news taste that it was
picking up some fast
taking up some fast
food on
food
the way home.
on our way home.
So,
So,
prepare a little bit of time
prepare a little bit of time
in your daily schedule
in
to
your
do
daily
this.
schedule.
Another huge part of staying fit
Another wish of Ross is unstay fit.
is getting plenty of sleep.
It's
Many
letting your
people
antics
forget
of the
that
week.
sleep is
That's
so
unforget.
important to your health.
It's too
From
about
your
for your
mental
health,
health to your
for its special
waistline.
health with your
So,
baseline.
every night,
So
make
every
sure
night,
you're getting 6 to 8 hours of good
to 8 hours of good
quality sleep.
to quality
Sleep in
sleep.
a cool,
Sleep
dark
in the cool,
room,
dark
and
room,
turn that phone off
and
for
turn
a few
that phone
hours
off
before bed.
2 hours
The
before
blue
bed.
light coming from technology
To rise coming lunch technologies
can disturb your sleep.
can discharge it
Lastly,
to sleep.
drink plenty of
Lastly,
water.
drink
Water is the
low
most
water.
important thing
Water
our
is
bodies
a
need,
protein,
so don't deprive yourself.
so don't destroy yourself.
Water not only keeps headaches at
Water not keep the head inside,
bay, but it also keeps your skin glowing,
but it also keep its clothing,
helps your nails and hair grow strong,
help your nail and nails strong,
and keeps your energy levels
and keep your energy level
up throughout
up
the day.
through of the way.
There's not much that water doesn't help.
That was much that another doesn't was.
So be sure to drink
So be sure to drink
at least 1 liter a day.
at least
But
1 liter a day,
2 is better.
but
So,
2 is better.
those are just a few simple
Those are just the simple
tips to get and stay
tips to get and stay
fit and healthy this year.
fit and healthy this year.
Remember,
Remember,
health is a marathon,
health is a marathon,
not a sprint.
not
So
a
take your
sprint.
time
And take some time
and enjoy the process.
and enjoy
Your
process.
body will,
Your body will,
for sure.
for sure.
Have you ever noticed that every
Have you ever noticed that every
year, on
year,
the 1st of January,
on the 1st of January,
everyone promises themselves that they will get fit in the coming year? How many of those people
how many of those people are
actually follow
surely for those
through with their plan?
who
Getting
with their
fit
plan?
sounds really
Then it is really
difficult,
difficult,
almost impossible.
almost impossible,
But
but
it doesn't have to be that way.
it has to be an advice.
Let me give you a couple of
Let me give you a couple of steps
tips to help you start
start
continue your
and continue your
fitness journey.
fitness journey.
First,
First,
it's important to create a routine for yourself.
it's important and great in your team for you.
If you consider
If you consider
yourself
a morning person,
person, then get up a little earlier
then get up a little early
than usual
than
and
usual
exercise.
and exercise.
If you're a night owl, you can try working out when
You can try working out.
you get home from work. If
You
you're
can go home from work.
lucky enough to work from
If you go in the work from
home,
home,
you can squeeze a short workout in
you can see a work garden
your lunch break.
in your lunch break.
You really only need about 30 to 60
You really need about 30
minutes of exercise.
minutes and exercise
4 to 6 times
4 to 6 times
a week,
a week,
and even
and even
short brisk walk
rest was
is plenty for your
is plenty to work
body
to
start benefiting.
start benefit.
My next tip is to
My next tip is to
plan out your healthy meals.
plan out your healthy meals.
If you don't have time to cook breakfast,
If you don't have time to cook breakfast,
lunch, and dinner for yourself, you can do a few
you can do a few
different things.
different things.
The first thing you can do
The first thing you can do
is something called meal
is something called
prepping,
meal
or
preppers.
preparing your meals ahead of
Or the parents you meal ahead in
time.
time.
Many people do this on Sunday when they have a little extra time at home.
When they have a little time at home,
They cook meals for the week,
they cook meal for the week,
package them into small
smoking,
containers,
and taters,
and eat them throughout the
and beat them a stubborn
week. Another way to eat
Another way to eat
a little healthier
a little healthier
is to order
is to order
pre-made meals from companies
a meal to companies
that deliver them to you.
that deliver them to you.
They're usually frozen. Then you heat them up
Then you tiffin off
as needed.
and as needed.
Of course,
Of course,
you can cook your own meals daily
you could from my steel
too, if you prefer
if you prefer
fresh food.
or fresh food,
But know that it will
but now that it will
take a little more
take a little more
effort than
effort than being
picking up some fast
of some fast
food on the way home.
food on the way home.
So, prepare a little bit of time
For pass a little of the time
in your daily schedule
is for daily sketch
to do this.
to do this.
Another huge
Another teachable
part of staying fit
of staying fish
is getting plenty
is getting plenty
of sleep.
of sleep.
Many people forget that sleep
Many people forget of sleep.
is so important to your
That's so important.
health,
Health
from your mental
from your mental
health to your
health
waistline.
to your waist life.
So,
So
every night,
every night
make sure you're getting 6
make your setting give
hours of good
an hour of good
quality sleep.
quality sleep
Sleep in a
Swim in a cool, dark
room.
room.
And turn that phone off for
And turns it off for
few hours
before bed.
Blue light coming from technology can disturb your sleep.
Can destroy your sleep.
Lastly, drink plenty of water.
There's plenty of water.
Water is the most important thing our bodies need, so don't deprive yourself.
So don't deprive yourself.
Water not only keeps headaches at bay,
Water not only keeps frozen headaches, but using you glowing, help your nails and hair grow, and keep your energy levels up nowadays.
There's not much that water
There's not much at once. Doesn't help.
So be sure to drink at least 1 liter.
So be sure to drink at least only
a day. 2 is better.
But 2 is better.
Those are just
a few
simple tips
to get in stay
fit and healthy this year.
Remember,
health is a marathon.
Health is a marathon,
not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
So
So take your time.
Enjoy the process.
Enjoy your process. Your body will so sure.
Have you ever noticed that every year?
Have you ever noticed that every year
everyone promises
themselves and people can fit? But how many of those people
actually follow through with their plan?
those of to strive?
Getting fit sounds really difficult.
Running gifts sound very difficult.
Almost impossible.
Almost impossible.
But it doesn't have to be that way.
But it doesn't have to be that way.
Let me give you a couple of
tips to help
you
you start
and continue your fitness journey.
and continue on the expected.
First, it's important
First, it is important
to create a routine
to eat 3 proteins
for yourself.
If you consider yourself
a morning person,
then
get up a little earlier
than usual.
And exercise.
If you're a night owl, you can try acting out.
From work. If you're lucky enough to work from home, you can squeeze a short workout in.
You can squeeze a short workout in
during your lunch break.
You really only need about 30 to 60 minutes of exercise.
4 to 6 times a week.
4 to 6 times a week.
And even a short brisk
walk
is plenty for your body.
It's plenty your own body
to start
back. To fit in.
My next tip is to plan out your healthy
My next tip is to plan out your healthy meal.
If you don't have time to cook.
If you don't have time to cook breakfast,
lunch, and dinner for yourself, you can do a few different
things.
The first thing you could do is something called
meal prepping. while preparing your meal
meals ahead of time.
ahead of time.
Many people do this on
Many people do this on
Sunday, when they
Sunday
have a little extra time
when you have a little extra time
at home.
at
They
home.
cook meals for the
They cook meal on the
week,
week,
package them into small
package them into small
containers,
containers,
and eat them throughout the week.
eat them in our week.
Another way to eat a little
Another way to eat another healthier
is to order pre-made
is to order pre-made
meals from companies that deliver them to you. They're usually frozen.
where usually to frozen.
Then you heat them up as
Then you have enough
needed.
and to meet it.
Of course, you can cook your own
Of course, you can cook for us
meals daily too,
meals daily too,
if you prefer fresh food.
if you prefer fresh food.
But know that it will take
But know that it will take
a little more effort than
a little more advantage
picking up some fast
taking up some fast
food on
food
the way home.
on the way
So,
home.
prepare a little bit of time in your daily
It's your daily
schedule to
schedule
do this.
and use it.
Another huge part of staying fit is
Another use part is stay fit,
getting plenty of sleep.
getting plenty of sleep.
Many people forget that sleep is so important to your health. From your mental health
From your mental health
to your waistline.
to your
So,
waistline.
Every night,
So every night
make sure you're getting 6 to 8 hours of good quality sleep.
of good quality
Sleep
work.
in a cool,
Sleep in a cool,
dark room and
dark
turn
room.
that phone off for
And turn up on after
a few hours before bed.
few hours before bed.
The blue light coming
The blue light coming
from technology
from technologies
can disturb your sleep.
can disturb its list.
Lastly,
Lastly,
drink plenty of
drink plenty of water.
water. Water is the most important
Water is the most important
thing our bodies need.
things our body,
So don't deprive yourself.
so don't deprive
Water
yourself.
not only keeps headaches at bay, but it also keeps your skin glowing, helps your nails and hair grow strong, and keeps your energy levels up
And keep your energy level up
throughout the day.
throughout the
There's
day.
not much that water doesn't help.
There is not much doesn't have the days.
So be sure to drink at least 1
So be sure to drink at one stoppies
liter a day,
a day.
but 2 is better.
But two
So,
is better.
Those are just a few
So just this toothpaste.
simple tips to
Simple
get
tip to get
and stay fit and healthy this year.
and stay as
Remember,
healthy this year.
Health is a marathon,
Remember, health is a marathon,
not a sprint.
like a sprint.
So take your time and enjoy the process.
So try your time and enjoy the Sabbath.
Your body will, for
Your
sure.
body will feel sure.
Have you ever noticed that every year, on the 1st of January,
On the 1st of January,
everyone promises themselves that they
everyone promises themselves
will get fit in
will get fit
the coming year?
in the
How
coming
many
year.
of those people actually follow through with their plan? Getting fit sounds really difficult,
Rally get found is very difficult,
almost impossible.
almost impossible,
But it
but
doesn't have to be that way.
It doesn't have to be as one.
Let me give you a couple of tips.
Let me tell you a couple of tips
to help you start
to help you start
and
continue
your fitness
journey.
First,
First,
it's important to create
a routine for yourself.
If you consider yourself
a morning person,
then get up a little earlier
and get up any earlier
than usual and exercise. If you're a night owl,
you
can try working out when
you can try working out
and you get home from work.
and you can come from work.
If you're lucky enough to work from
If you are lucky enough for work home,
you can squeeze a short workout in
you will see a short workout in
during your lunch break.
during your lunch break. You really only need
about 30 to 60 minutes of exercise 4 to 6 times a week.
4 to 6 times a week.
And even a short, brisk walk is plenty for your body to start benefiting.
My next tip
is to plan out your healthy
meals.
If you don't have time to cook breakfast,
if you don't have time to cook your breakfast,
lunch and dinner for yourself, you can do a few different things.
You can do a few different things.
The first thing you could do is something called meal prepping.
Preparing your meals.
Ahead of time. Many people do this on Sunday when they have a little extra time at home. They cook meals for the week, package them into small containers, and eat them throughout the week.
And cook out all the week.
Another way to eat a little healthier is to order pre-made meals from companies that deliver them to you.
Companies that will tell you.
They're usually frozen.
Then you heat
them up as needed.
That is even more ingredients.
Of course, you can cook your own meals daily too.
You can cook your daily too.
If you prefer fresh food. But know that it will take a little more effort than picking up some fast food on the way home. So, prepare a little bit of time in your daily schedule. To do this. Another huge part
is
staying fit is getting plenty of sleep.
It's getting plenty of sleep.
Many people forget that sleep is so important to your health. From your mental health to your waistline. Every night, make sure you're getting 6 to 8 hours of good quality sleep. Sleep in a cool, dark room. Turn that phone off for a few hours before bed. The blue light coming from
The blue white is from Mincom Technology.
Can disturb your sleep.
Can destroy my sleep.
Drink plenty of water.
Water
is the most important thing our bodies need.
Our
so
bodies
don't
will.
deprive yourself.
So don't deprive yourself.
Not only keeps headaches at bay, but it also keeps your skin.
But it also keeps yourself
in glowing. Your nails and hair growth.
Let your nails and hair grow.
Strong.
And
keeps your energy levels up.
And keeps your energy level up.
Throughout the day.
There's
not much that water doesn't help. Be sure to drink at least 1 liter a day. But 2 is better. Those are just a few simple tips to get and stay healthy this year. Remember, health is a marathon.
Health is a marathon, not a sprint.
Take your time
So
and enjoy the
yourself.
process.
It's a cool
Your
process.
body will, for sure.
Your body will is your soul.
Have you ever noticed that
every
year, on the 1st of January, everyone promises themselves that they will get fit in the coming year. How many of those people actually follow through with their plan? Getting fit sounds really difficult.
Almost impossible, but
it doesn't have to be that way. Let me give you a couple of tips to help you start and continue your fitness journey. First, it's important to create a routine for yourself. If you consider yourself a morning person, then get up a little earlier than usual and exercise. If you're a night owl, you can try working out when you get home from work.
You can try to get out when you get home from work.
If you're lucky enough to work
from home,
you can squeeze a short workout
in
during your lunch break. You really only need about 30 to 60 minutes of exercise 4 to 6 times a week. And a short, brisk walk is plenty for your body to start bending.
Plenty of your bodies to stay fitness.
My next tip is to plan out your healthy meals. If you don't have time to cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner for yourself, you can do a few different things.
You can do a few different things.
The first thing you can do is something called meal preparing your meals ahead of time. Many people do this on Sunday.
When
they have a little extra time at home. They cook meals for the week, package them into small containers, and eat them throughout the week. Another way to eat a little healthier is to order pre-made meals from companies that deliver them to you. They're usually frozen. Then you heat them up as needed. Of course, you can cook your own meals daily.
You can cook other meals
daily too. If you prefer fresh food. But know that it will take a little more effort than picking up some fast food on the way home. So, prepare a little bit of time in your daily schedule to do this. Another huge part of staying fit is getting plenty of sleep. Many people forget that sleep is so important to your health, from your mental health
to your waistline.
So,
So, every night, make sure you're getting 6 to 8 hours of good quality sleep. Sleep in a cool, dark room.
Turn that phone off for a few hours before bed. The blue light coming from technology
The blue light is coming from technology.
Lastly, drink plenty of water.
Drink plenty of water.
Is the most important thing.
Water is the most of only things
our bodies need.
Our body needs.
Deprive yourself.
Some to deprive yourself.
Water not only keeps headaches at bay, but it also keeps your skin.
But it also keeps your skin glowing.
Helps your nails and hair grow strong.
Help your nail and your hair strong.
And keeps your energy levels up.
And keep your energy level up
throughout the day.
Throughout the day.
There's not much that water.
There is not much water
doesn't help. So be sure to
try.
Drink at least one
liters a day.
But 2 is better.
But 2 is better.
So, those are just a few simple tips to get and stay
fit and
healthy this year.
Remember,
health is a marathon.
Health is the marathon.
Not a sprint. Take your time and
take your time.
Enjoy the process.
Your
body will, for sure.
Your body will, so sure.
Have you ever noticed that every year
Have you never noticed that every year,
lots of January,
everyone promises
themselves that they will get fit.
To themselves that they always get. In the coming year. How many of those people
actually follow through with their
plan?
Getting fit sounds really difficult.
Getting live sounds very difficult. Almost impossible.
It doesn't have to be that way.
But it doesn't have to be.
A couple of
It's coming you an ambulance
tips to help you start.
To help you start it. And it can continue
your fitness journey.
Your fitness journey.
First, it's
important
create a routine for
in your team
yourself.
To yourself. If you consider yourself a morning person,
then get up a little earlier than usual and exercise. If you're a night owl, you can
try
getting out
when you get home from work.
If you're lucky enough to work from
If you are looking for work at home,
you can squeeze a short work.
You can increase a short work
during your lunch break.
Really
only need about 30.
You only need about
60 minutes of exercise.
60 minutes of exercise.
4 to 6 times a
4 to 6 times per week.
And
even for short.
Brisk walk is plenty for your body.
It's plenty for your body.
To start
benefiting.
My next tip is to plan out your healthy meals.
My next tip is to plan out your health list.
If you don't have time to cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner for yourself,
a few
different things.
You can do
the first thing you can do is something called
the first thing you can do is definitely
prepping. Preparing your meals ahead of time. Many people do this on Sundays. have a little extra
time
time
at home.
They cook meals
They cook meals,
for the week, package them into
package them into
small
containers,
and eat them throughout the week.
and eat them throughout the week.
Another way to eat a
little healthier
is to order pre-made meals
is to order pre-made meals
from companies that deliver them to you.
Canned meals.
They're usually frozen.
They are usually frozen.
Then you heat them up
as needed.
Of course,
you
can cook your own meals daily.
You can cook your own meals daily too.
If you prefer
fresh
food, but
fresh
know
food,
that it will take a little more effort than picking up some fast food on the way home.
Food on the way too.
So prepare a little bit
of time is
your daily schedule
to do this.
Another huge part of staying
this
fit is getting plenty of sleep.
It's plenty your face.
Many people forget
that sleep
is so important
to your
health,
from a mental
health to
health
your waistline.
to your waistline.
So
every night,
make sure you're getting 6
to
8 hours of good
good
quality sleep.
sleep.
Sleep in a cool, dark room. And turn that phone off
for
a few
hours
hours
before bed.
The blue light coming from
The blue light is coming to
technology
technology
disturb your sleep.
can disturb your sleep.
Lastly, drink
Lastly,
plenty of water.
drink plenty of water.
Water is the most important thing
Water is the most important thing
our bodies need.
our bodies need.
So don't deprive yourself.
Don't deprive yourself.
Water not only keeps head
not only keep head bay,
it also keeps your skin
but it also keeps you straight
glowing. Helps your nails and hair grow strong.
Help your nails and hair grow strong.
And keeps your
energy
levels up
throughout the day.
There's not much that
water doesn't help.
So be sure to drink at least 1
liter a day.
But
2
is better.
is better.
So those are just a few
Those are just some
tips to
get and stay
fit and healthy this year.
Remember,
health is a marathon.
health is a marathon,
Not a sprint.
So
take your time and enjoy the process.
So take your time and enjoy your chapter.
Your body will, for sure.
Your body will, you're sure.
Ever noticed that
every year
on the 1st of January,
everyone promises
themselves that
they will get
fit
fit in the coming years.
How many of those people actually follow
How many people usually
through with
their
plans?
plans?
Getting fit sounds really difficult.
Really gives out this really difficult.
Almost impossible.
Almost impossible.
It doesn't have to